single day.
Have proven many a times that they don't care about using their firearms and that it's likely going to have a very small consequence for them. So yes, if you're not in fear when you do an audit, there's something wrong with you, in my opinion.
Am I in the show?
How's it going there, Andy? Copwatch, what's up?
Can you believe all this shit that I've got and I don't got a fucking camera? What the hell?
What's going on with that? So we got Charlotte County Copwatch for Sheriff, Live Free or Die here on the channel right now. So if anyone's got any questions, throw them out there. I've been having a long conversation here with JoJo. Thanks for the answers. I can tell you think I'm a real piece of... No, JoJo, Jojo, that's not the case. If I thought that, I would have never read all 10 of your questions and answered them all. I do not think you are a real piece of shit. That is not true. I think that you do you. And if this is what you want to do an audit, I don't care what your motivation is. Get out there and put a camera in front of a cop and I will support your channel. That is the truth.
But remember, he doesn't have to do a camera. As you know, News Now, you've known my channel for a long time. You know I do my damage through records requests, correct?
You sure do. You sure do.
And did we not possibly get a really big story coming?
I think you got one that's on the hook right now.
That is correct. Just asking for records, you can do big damage.
Yes, absolutely. And I feel like once the cops know you're regularly going to randomly check their records, they tend to change their tune a little bit. So
not only that, I was stalked so hard 7 years ago when I started doing Copwatch myself and pulling records. I think I told you before, they were stalking so bad, that's when I got into cameras. Now I'm up to like 17 cameras in a house. And one way that I helped stop the stalking was I posted all to YouTube on My Nightmare Neighbors YouTube channel. Every time they go, dude, there's hundreds of videos of cops driving by, and I don't live on a main road. So do you think that's normal?
I have to say that it seems like probably there's a little suspicious behavior going on.
Correct.
What's the Stephen Jenny? I like that audit you guys just did, and the cops stood by. Little Miss Jabberjaw. Okay, yeah. She was trying to kick us out. That was actually a federal courthouse. And I'm surprised there weren't marshals involved, and I'm surprised they weren't a little more assertive of getting me out of there. But I had just dealt with those same cops in the DMV, and I pacified them in the DMV 10 minutes earlier. So when I went to the other side of the building to the courthouse, what did she say? She was going to get me escorted out about 5 times. She said that, and the cops just ignored her every time. That was really funny. But thank you, Steve. Yeah, that was a good video.
That was an awesome walk of shame.
Yeah, I went back and watched the video after I edited it. And at the very end, when I left the building, it really appeared as if those 2 sheriffs were escorting us out. And I wish I had caught that when I was making the video. If I had caught the fact that it appeared I was being escorted out, I would have certainly turned back around and said, "Oh, this looks too much like you're escorting me out, so I'll have to come back in." But I didn't catch it at the time. I was not escorted out. If you watch the video, they never said a word to me, but it does appear that way, unfortunately.
Have you thought about running for sheriff?
I have not yet. Other than the 15 times you've told me to run for sheriff, I have not. Those of you that are watching that don't know, we're talking right now to Charlotte County Copwatch, Live Free or Die people. Is that what it is? Live Free or Die people?
Yes.
And what am I? I'm stuck on one. Charlotte Copwatch for sheriff.
Yeah.
There's got to be at least one more, right?
Well, I'm so popular, they keep taking down my channel, so I got to do backups, correct?
Yes. What was the name of your big channel that got shut down?
Yeah, dude, you're going to make me cry. Come on. Anyways, the big channel 2 years ago that I believe the sheriff helped take down was Live Free or Die. And it was 70 million views, 4 million views a month, 60,000 subscribers. I would be the biggest on the planet, but no, the sheriff couldn't take it.
Yeah, and that's Charlotte County. That's that tyranny that's happening in Charlotte County. And that guy oversteps his bounds so many times for so much stuff. Mr. Wright's Crispy in the house. How's it going, my friend?
What's up, brother?
We were just chatting about Charlotte County Copwatch's channel and how it got shut down.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of un-American, isn't it? I mean, just because I was going to go there that day to complain to the review board that they had for Charlotte County, that was going to basically say that they're awesome. And I was going to say, you're not awesome. You're a piece of crap and corrupt as hell. And it was taken down the same day. You don't think that's weird?
Well, the first day, like, since the first time I ever talked to you, I've always said, like, everything that's happened to you has sucked. It's too bad, man. But, you know, you got to bounce back and rebuild the channel. I think San Joaquin Valley Transparency is facing something like that now, and he's building a lifeboat channel. So he's getting all his subs subscribe over to that one. You know, he's got one lifeboat channel, just one.
Yep.
I believe in getting many because have you ever heard of the word saturation?
Never. What does that mean?
That means if you type in if you type in Charlotte County
like
on
attorneys.
YouTube, that's
Attorneys.
right. If you type in Charlotte County on YouTube, what did you ever try that, Paul? Did you ever see how many hits it comes up?
I never had, but don't out my name, please.
Oh,
I want to get another auditor in here. Please come in here. Eyes on the state.
Eyes on the state. I haven't seen. He hasn't left a message. He did way back at the beginning. He might have left. But real quick, I just hit it. There it is. Steve and Jenny. Charlotte County is bad. I'm in it. Steve and Jenny, are you guys in Charlotte County?
I'm getting texts.
We'll come and hit some area again for you. But anyway, what were you saying when you accidentally outed my name? Copwatch?
If you type in Charlotte County on YouTube, what do you think you find? You find tons of videos. That's if you're having a problem in your area, you got to hit them hard. You got to saturate it. You do know that News Now South Florida. I will not say her name again. You do know that I did help get a police chief fired because I am an awesome auditor.
I saw that.
I helped get Lee Cole fired.
You're modest too. You're very modest. I know.
And Lee Cole had to get the lawsuit moved because he was so killed on Facebook and YouTube. Yep. I know. Wright's Crispy is really modest too. I know.
Oh my God. I choked on that one. Come on.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yes, I did see that you got that sheriff in trouble. I remember that. That was awesome. There he is. There's Eyes on the State. Get your ass.
I
see you.
Nothing
you can't
to say. I totally agree with you, Eyes on the State. I wouldn't have much to say either. Just let those false accusations roll off your back, man. Don't let people rent space in your head, especially when they are making false accusations. Do you still really want to see that guy in jail?
Which guy?
Eyes on the State, because he went out with that Ian Mcguire guy a couple times.
So who's asking who the question?
Yeah, I don't
know.
know.
I'm asking you, sir. I'm asking you.
I never said he should be in jail. I was just making the point that he was there. Why was he actually questioned?
No, and he's not a criminal.
There you go. So, but what happened with that situation? So we are going to touch the third rail here, news now, or no?
You know what? You guys are in it now. I'm just the catalyst to this chemical reaction.
All right. So the catalyst is, since we're finally touching that third rail, which, as you know,
What's up, PD?
I touch it all day,
is
man.
Ian the third rail? Ian is the third rail.
Apparently it is, because I'm the only one that touches that rail. I've posted all the information that we can find. I always will, because what he used to be a great auditor in the beginning, but in the end he went bad, real bad.
I saw your support for him like disappear literally overnight. I mean, you were out there with these guys going to avenge all his injustices, and then the next day you were upset with him. And I'll tell you what, man, I understand how people can be upset with the guy, but at the same time, we gotta support anybody who is treated like that by the government. Stay focused on the government. That guy
does Rights Crispy, have he seen the videos that I just did? In fact, I confronted Rights Crispy, the cop, today in person that did not arrest that lady that threw water on him. So here's what I believe. That absolutely, he used to be a good auditor. He still has rights, even though he's a felon now. And,
yeah, he's done a lot of bad stuff, man. But you know what? He's not really our concern. We need to stay focused on the mission at hand. That's what I'm saying. Is like, if we can, and that's what I was saying about your situation. Is I can empathize, man. You've been run through the ringer, and it's really unfair what he did to you.
I was one of the victims, correct?
Right. It's really unfair what he did to you, but you gotta, and this is just advice, man-to-man advice. You gotta not let people rent space in your head, and the only power they have is your reaction. I say that all the time. I don't live by it myself a lot. I let people rent space in my head, but you gotta do your best to try to heal, man. Try to heal from that obviously traumatic experience.
Did you see my channel? I just confronted a cop today to his face. I turned in the other cop that didn't do anything, that beat Ian in the library. I turned him into IA.
DDT, what's up, DDT Grish? That's good, and that's a good step in the right direction.
Well, here's a question: did Rice Krispie do that?
No, I did not. I don't live down there, so.
Oh, all right. Do you know you can do it from far away?
Yeah, but that's not my battle. I'm not going to die on that hill. That's your battle. You take care of that.
There you go.
I have other stuff.
Yeah, that's right. I got tons of other stuff. Because as Paul mentioned earlier, if you've seen,
hey man.
Okay, news
all right,
now.
Everybody, my name is Paul. Thank you very much, Mr.
Copwatch. There you go. So as News Now mentioned earlier, through records request, audits are great, but man, you can do so much in records. We've actually found real crimes, man. What have you guys found? What have you guys found? What about you, Rice Crispy? Have you done any records have you found any real crimes?
Yes, actually. And you know who taught me that was GA the Gladiator, aka Caparazzo, aka Government Accountability. That guy is a records finding hound, and what we have found on several people is just embarrassing. Just recently, I took a road trip and I was in Decatur, Georgia, and I went into the public defender's office. Some people might have seen that, where I did a 3-part video. Peachy Ryder? What?
Sorry. Oh. No, keep talking. I'm just.
Yeah, no, I love Peachy Ryder. She's awesome. She's a responsible gun owner.
Sorry, I'm trying to do
so I went in there. I asked for some public records, and this lawyer, I found out through public records, of 26 years, she's been in that office just giving up and pleading out cases. And she really sucks at tennis. I found her scorecard online. It's not a crime, but she sucks at tennis. That's just one example. We do other stuff, and we found the arrest record for the cop who arrested GA. That was pretty embarrassing for him. What else?
Is anybody exposing it? See that if you find it, if you don't expose it, it's useless.
Yeah, I do.
I get death threats for exposing it. Does News Now know that?
I do know that.
Okay, yeah, I've got many death threats. Correct.
That's concerning. I have not received any death
Really?
know of, but that's
I
concerning.
must have some hateful viewers because people wish me dead like almost every video in the comments.
So News Now, does Rights know that about the gun pawn
I'm
list
right here,
and where
bro.
that's
Talk to me.
possibly happening?
I don't want to do a third person conversation, but
All right.
you can ask Rights Crispy. He's right.
Exactly. So does Rights Crispy watch my channel and actually see what's happening with the gun pawn list?
No, I saw your channel a while ago, and I saw when you spoke to that Russian guy at that one thing, and how he talked about how they took his guns away. That was a great interview, and I saw when you went into the pawn shop and talked to them about the list. But yeah, that's a good focus for you.
So anyway, so where that's at is that, yes, Eric Friday, the best gun lawyer in Florida, couldn't take it anymore. He tried to contact State Attorney General for 9 months, 132 documents, and she would not respond. By law, she's supposed to under 790.335. He now went national. AmmoLand, actually, Rights Crispy, I think you're a gun guy. AmmoLand.com did a story on it. And he is also with Gun Owners of America. He also knows a lot of big congressmen. He lives right near D.C. He went and showed them the documents on the gun pawn list, and they freaked out. Rumor is that they did talk to Ashley Moody and said, "What the fuck is going on?" And the hammer's coming down.
Good. Yeah, Ashley Moody is actually straightening stuff up, and I don't trust anybody in government, but we got to give them the benefit of the doubt until they prove us wrong. And from what I've seen is, like, you're right. She is actually taking that as a personal thing to champion against. And that's what we need more of, not just here in our state, but everywhere in the country and in the world, really. People need to stop being afraid of guns and start raising their kids to respect all life. Instead of asking Ted Cruz to help me with I mean, like, he's not going to fix it. You need to fix it. The hard answer is raise your kids to respect all life, and you won't have mass shootings. Raise your kids to be responsible gun owners, and then maybe they might be lucky enough to end up like Peachy Ryder. I love that lady. We were watching Jeff is Here, and he was talking about, you know, how he was arrested because he was open carrying outside of that thing, and people were commenting saying, you need to shoot that guy. If he comes in and tries to arrest you, just defend yourself. He's armed. You have a gun. That's not responsible gun ownership. For illegally trespassing someone, that doesn't give you the right to take someone's life, man. People think this is a TV show. You only get one chance here. Do it right.
Wait, I don't get to respawn after I die?
Yeah.
So why are the shootings happening?
Jesus.
Why are the shootings happening? The shootings are happening because of soft targets. If everybody had a gun like we used to when we first became free, you didn't have all this insanity. But when you get a soft target where you can't have any guns at school, some churches you can't have guns. I don't know. All the churches around here are freaking out. They have high security. The cops are doing it. It's disgusting.
It has to do with our culture also. But I'm sorry to cut you off. Go on.
Well, it's a soft target. If I was that nuts and I wanted a soft target, I go there too. But Citizen Warriors. He's the one that just did that freaking awesome video. Did you see it?
Yeah,
Jesus
Citizen Warriors.
Christ!
Citizen Warriors were actually joined us in downtown Miami, and you could see them. They were kind of just sitting back and watching. They didn't get involved in the audits that Rogue Nation and I did in downtown Miami, but they were there, and classy dudes, man. I really like their style. The first time they go out, one of them gets arrested and attacked by some weird lady. Like, I told Wolfie Gladly to feature that video for them. I don't know if you had a chance to see that, but then after that, you know, Citizen Warriors, that video that he got from those guys about the cop threatening and tapping the gun on the car. He was out there for 5 hours that night.
Dedication, man. Jeez.
That was him that did that one?
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God.
That was awesome.
Yeah. So Citizen Warriors, we salute you, brother.
Absolutely. That was a God thing to be there, right? Did he have a scanner or he just got lucky?
I don't know. I don't know the full details, but he's it's more than just luck. He's diligent and he knows his stuff too. He works in a law office, I believe. And I don't want to say more than that, but yeah,
you mean like Paul?
Huh? Who?
You mean like exactly.
Yeah, no, these guys are like solid dudes, and I've seen them growing their channel. I think I subbed them when they were at like 12 subscribers. They have over 1,000 subscribers now. Last time I checked, they were probably over $2,000 now.
And that video I think is up to 20,000. I already cut it and put it on Facebook.
He says he happened upon it. It was just
oh my God. See, is that a God? That to me, that's a God thing. If you believe in God, that's God. That was insane.
Just for the record, I posted his page. I'm going to do it one more time right now. That's his page right there. He's at
Citizen Warriors. And I believe they have a website also, citizenwarriors.com. I'm not sure if that's correct.
And if I believe I'm saying it right too, Citizen Warrior exposed it. They never would have even did anything to the cop if he didn't get it to the press, correct?
Oh, right. Exactly. You saw how they let him go. If you watch that whole video, you see he drives away in his super expensive Porsche. Like, how does that cop? I mean, cops are dirty.
He got fucked at the end.
They'll take 10 grand from a Saudi prince to go get a kid that doesn't have any visitors at the detention center and make him disappear. That stuff happens.
I don't know what honking means.
GA, the Gladiator Auditor, and Lee Watch just said they're out cop watching, but it's a slow start.
Yeah, I just got that.
Ooh.
Bolt Action News Group, bang.
That's enough out of you Eyes on the State.
Yeah.
Bang.
Bang. Bolt Action News Group. How awesome is that for a name for a news group, Mr. Copwatch? I was going to call you.
Which one is it?
Bolt Action News Group. Bang.
Wow. I know they'll probably call that assault. I don't know. Or a sovereign citizen. Who knows? If you say the F word, which means freedom, you're a sovereign. I mean, just all the shit that we found in records over the years. It's just, I could go on forever. It's just disgusting. Like one of the things that you guys could do if you get bored, just pull the records on the Internal Affairs Master List and start pulling records on all of those. It's sick.
Yeah.
That wasn't it, Lee. Sorry, Lee.
Yeah, I've got a cop who says that he calls out another cop, and I asked for his internal affairs records. They're trying to charge me $16 for them, for one officer's internal affairs records. I think I'm gonna like buckle and pay it just because I want to know what happened there, and I'll do a follow-up video on that. I'm still working on that whole story. There's a neighbor of mine who gave me some video.
Oh, that's better. Look at that good-looking guy.
Look at that guy. Yeah, and I'm gonna expose some abuses of power that our local sheriff's department is committing. So, yeah, and that one guy was in my original inquiry for records.
That's mean.
What I do?
He's not even.
No, now he's got everybody.
Oh,
there you are.
That's better.
Hey, Lee Watch, how you doing?
Wait, hey, everybody.
Hang on a second. Hang on, I got to get rid of the YouTube.
Hey, Lee Watch.
Now that's a face only a mother could love right there.
You got a good face for radio.
Yeah, that's the truth.
My dudes, right there.
Damn,
yeah, you guys did great at the DMV, man. That walk of shame was awesome. Beautiful.
Hey, GA, what's up?
Hey, speaking of public records, when you were doing Copwatch,
What's that?
good job on getting the
like
city
backwards.
attorney's
Yeah, it is.
stupid advice that he was giving the Punta Gorda police.
Correct.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Good stuff.
That was sad, man. Oh my God. Did we violate their rights? And of course they said no. And of course, I already talked to Rogue. That's a definite yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
Is that the scanner going on with you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's loud.
It's pretty
A lot of
loud.
scanner traffic, but there's nobody around. They're everywhere. We're not.
Hey, Dr. Sean Berry, how you doing?
Watch
Hey,
this.
Doc. How are you feeling, Doc?
Boom.
You better? Hey, you got to show me how to do this stuff.
Wait, is
I
Sean
don't
Berry in their stream? I didn't even see him.
He's in the chat.
Oh, he's in the chat. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute these guys.
Yes,
Riders in there.
right.
I see all them people.
Rights. We need to work on those. Now, you guys
Yeah,
watch what
Dr.
Rights is going
Berry's
to
up
pull
in
up
there.
here. This is
Mr.
a
Berry.
really good, cheap scanner alternative.
Yes. Eyes on the State has helped us with our communications. He's our communications director. And he got a couple of these components that I could add onto the Batcave here and pick up every channel, pretty much, except for the encrypted ones, right?
Yeah, you can't get. So
Yeah,
no
don't
encryption.
touch the encrypted. They will crucify you, man. That's highly
No.
illegal.
I'm not interested in that. I mean, again,
No.
I don't want to.
No.
I don't want to compromise. Like, if what I'm after is trying to find these child sex trafficking rings, and if there's an undercover cop working to take them down, I don't want to compromise that. You know what I mean?
No,
So-
you're not. You're not going to get that anyway.
Good.
So
What
it's
do you- what
only
is-
their broadcast. All right. So everybody uses the apps on their phones, right? Okay.
Right.
So the apps on the phones are fed by a person sitting in their house with a scanner, and they upload
Okay,
those
nice.
into
Okay,
the internet. Okay. So they only broadcast one channel at a time at that point, but there could be 6 or 7 active communications going on at that same point in time that the only single is going on for. So with this, what it is, Rights Crispy has it in his hand, and it's what it's called is an SDR radio. And what you can do is you can use software to pick up all 5 communications at once and listen to them all if you can disseminate through all 5 conversations. That's what it is right there, the RTL.SDR. Those are about 20, 25 bucks on Amazon, somewhere in that area.
Yeah.
Canada's with it. And then
Wait,
all the
I'll put it back
software is readily available. You just download and use. But it doesn't
I
break
tried
any
it. I couldn't get it to
encryption.
work. I tried.
Well, if you would like a hand with it, I would be more than happy to give you a hand with it.
That's pretty gracious of you, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I
will.
tried.
I'll
I'm
be
not
more
going to
than-
get into it anymore. I'm going to do right. Yeah, I'm more doing the records and I'm going to stay with that. Do audits when I can. Wear the camera any chance when I go out, etc.
Yeah, what do you have planned for the future? What do you got going on? Anything down in Charlotte? Follow up with these people?
As we already told you, it took 7 years, but we finally got the lawyer, Andrew Bondrew from Jacksonville, to take the Punta Gorda case. It sadly looks like they know they're so deep. You guys know they're so deep with this illegal thing. With Charlotte County, it does look like they're going to go all the way. I got lucky. Bondrew will do it on contingency, but I got to do the upfront money for the filing fees, travel fees, depositions. So that's expensive, but we got to take them out. The sad part is it looks like they're going to go all the way. And guess what the federal court said the actual date to plead the case is?
In 2021.
It's disgusting. It is unbelievable. My trespass will be gone by then. It's stupid.
Yeah.
How long has this stream been going on?
An hour and 6
An hour,
minutes
I
and
see it.
27 seconds.
Damn, an
Correct,
hour.
Peachy. That is right.
So I just
Okay,
want to say what's up to
Here's
everybody.
another.
What's
Oh,
up,
sorry, go ahead.
GA? And Lee
What's
Watch.
up? Okay, here's another one that you can talk to, Copwatch. Michael P. Maddux, Maddux, and he's out of Tampa.
I don't think I've heard of that name.
I got
he
that
does- he
name
does-
recommended to
he
me
does
from
what?
the ACLU. For the ACLU recommended him to me. And this is all he does is stuff like we're doing here. He doesn't
Well,
do
that-
any criminal.
if-
He doesn't do any family. Nothing. This is all he
so-
does.
If somebody can get him to do Charlotte County, here's one reason why I couldn't do Charlotte County at the same time is, here's the other part that sucks. Not only is taking it to court expensive as crap, and I'm on contingency, is still going to be expensive, but then you're taking time off from work, so there goes more money again. So like if Rogue and News Now, if you guys want to see if he'll do Charlotte County, that would be fun. But if you wait for Punta Gorda case to be done, Jesus, that's 2 years. That's stupid, and it's already so bad. But I will call him anyways. I'll see if Rogue might want him. But it looks like Punta Gorda is going to fight it all the way because they don't care, because it's not their money. It's your money, and you're a piggy bank. Is that disgusting?
Yeah.
That's the truth.
That is true.
This is a pretty good panel that you got in here this time, I must say.
Yeah,
I believe
I
so.
like it.
Can we get the Godfather in here? Can somebody call Jeff Gray?
I haven't seen him ever on my.
I know.
Okay, so
I
we're
haven't-
looking. Hey,
I haven't spoken to him.
Well,
Hey, Eyes on the State. Can you mention
Yes.
say that attorney's name again, please?
I'm pulling up his actual web address right now. So if it'll let me post it in the chat, I'm posting it
Okay.
right now.
But you said
Thank
Stephen
you.
Maddux, Maddux.
No, Michael Maddux, Maddux. I just posted it. I just posted it in the streams chat. Hopefully
I think the professor's
it
attorney is a
came up and it
Maddox
didn't
too.
block.
I
Recommended from the ACLU. There was only two attorneys that they recommended to me, and this was one of them.
Her
Yeah.
attorney's supposed to be big on like trying to fight government corruption as well.
Yeah, we have no NAACP here, no ACLU here. It's so bad. There's none in Southwest Florida. It's sad.
Correct, Peachy. There is. I got a hold of one on Facebook. Actually, I'll get the information out to everybody after this is over with the ACLU guy that I talked to. But I've got one that is local here that I've spoken to. So
Dr. Sean Berry wants to get out and do some audits.
yeah, let's
Well,
do it, man.
We
I'm
have
always scoopable.
we have a bunch
I am
of stuff
always
planned.
scoopable.
Hey, Dr. Sean Berry, let me have the floor for a quick second, guys.
bye.
Dr. Sean Berry, Lee Watch and myself have talked about Fort Myers. There's about 3 or 4 buildings we've found that we would really like to go audit. And let's you and me talk about planning a time for that. And I'd like to do it in the next week or 2. So if you're itching to audit, let's do it, my friend. That's it. Thank you guys for giving me the floor. You guys can continue.
Sure, man.
You're so very,
Are you
very,
hit-
very welcome, my man.
Where's he from?
Are you hinting the court, dude? I was there again just a week ago, and the court is still out of control.
Tell him to get
I'm
in the car with Rogue.
outside, and they're giving me crap, dude.
I
It's
have-
One more thing,
stupid.
BG Writer says that they turned her down for their services.
Yeah.
Good attorney. I'll tell you that does not exist. But no,
That's
We're realists, right? Realists.
the attorneys
Try
that
that,
Rogue Nation recommends are megajustice.com. You can look that up, megajustice.com. And I'll tell you what, like a lot of them are learning from us, even though they know the law. They're still learning the intricacies of what we're doing, though. And but talk to them. They're very supportive. Okay, Peachy Ryder.
Okay, Pichi.
I know I got lucky with my lawyer. Jeff Gray has been watching my work for years, and when he couldn't take it, what's happening in Charlotte County, so he gave me his lawyer, Bondaru, and he's already won Jeff 6 cases. So hope to God that's going to happen again.
Nice. I'll try to swing by there, DDT Grish. Venice, Florida. What do you say, guys?
DDT,
All right.
Rogue Nation, and I feel like, were you with him, GA? Were you with them when they went to Sarasota?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys were.
Yes, I was too.
And Eyes on the State was there. Yeah, we talked
I
about
was
that
not.
actually at the beginning of this stream.
Yes.
Somebody else mentioned that, and I talked to you guys.
I believe Wright's Crispy already found out, and the ones that were there, I've been to Sarasota too. I am shocked. Knocked out of the park. They passed. It was incredible.
Well, sometimes they play for the camera, man. I know another guy that went down to Sarasota, and I mean, have you seen Chan?
Yes, that was awesome work. Oh my God.
When he scared the crap out of that guy?
Hey,
Well,
That was good.
go in that side door
the-
and go around the bar, and it's right in.
okay,
Like
so
you go all the way
I
around
know
the bar,
that
and then it's the little hallway between there. And it
the
gets-
government administration building, I think it
Taking
was,
screenshot.
that we were at, the main county
FHA,
administration building in
that-
Sarasota that we went to. I believe it was the secretaries had a privacy complaint put in on Rogue's
Yeah, we
video
got
and
you
had
right,
it taken
Crispy.
down from there.
We got you right, Crispy. I
Wow.
see you.
Wow, did
Yeah.
you guys hear that? They had Rogue's video taken down. And yes, that's been happening to me lately too. They're telling everybody that if you film me, I'm going to have it taken down. And they are. I'm reposting it.
And they
it
can,
stays.
but you can fight back and sue them for taking it down illegally. And that's what he's doing, I believe.
Yeah.
The only thing I've ever had happen is somebody tried to do a privacy complaint, and then like
All day
YouTube
long.
will.
Yep.
Yeah, but I just sent them emails back challenging them, telling them that they were public employees on public property, and then they left it up. That was the only time it happened was when the record supervisor was covering her face. Her and another girl in the police department tried to file a privacy complaint.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of which, I don't know if you've seen this. Where is it? Right here. This is so far our records that we've got.
Oh
This
yeah, I
is
got
just-
a bunch of folders
yeah.
at the house too.
So we're not a bunch of do nothings.
All right. So
Well,
if you
mine are
guys
being
get
mine
face-
are.
if- go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm
If
putting
you-
all my records online, so
yes,
everybody can
that's
get
what
them.
I'm saying. Expose it. That's why they hate me. Because I do videos on it. I put it on Facebook. Like I said, Lee Cole had to get his case moved because we crucified him so bad here. I know
Hey,
it wasn't just
Copwatch.
me. What's that?
I don't know if you saw it, but I did a live with the accomplishment reports from the arresting detective and his backup on my
That
case.
was funny.
I did not see
Lot-
that one.
Yeah, it's called what I meant about accomplishment reports, and it's like 114 pages for the detective that arrested me. He has no IAs, but in 2016 and 17 he was throwing tons of people in jail for drugs. So I imagine that's how he ended up on the tactical drug unit.
Wow. And how many were getting thrown out? That's the thing we found out here, too. There's so many cases thrown out. They just do it just to F with you. It's disgusting. A waste of taxpayer money.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, that
Yeah, right. So we're gonna have to get those records and put those into the site too.
Yeah. Yeah, we are building a website. Well, we've built it. We're just beefing it up. And we're putting all our records that we're getting on that website so people can go and look at them themselves. They can go and create their own video content with the records that we found, or they could use the records to help them in their situation. Let's say you're in Miami and you're driving on 826, which is the Palmetto Expressway, and you get cut off by a cop. You can't stop him and say, hey, what's your name and badge number? But you could see his vehicle number and cross-reference it in our database, and you could get his name and number, his name and badge number from there, because we already have that. Miami they complied. They stopped resisting and gave us our records.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
Very,
Who's the
very-
Gladi auditor now?
That's another thing. There's a phone interview that we did with the PIO of Miami Police, and that was I've told these guys about it already, but I'll tell you, Copwatch, it was a hat trick phone conversation. We won 3 battles in that phone conversation. Number 1, if you go to the Miami Police headquarters, like we did, Rogue Nation and I, and those Copwatch, Citizen Warrior guys, they do not require an ID anymore. They request it now. And when we ask for records, like a lot of other departments do, they send us to some kind of portal where you have to put in your name and your phone number and all this
Correct.
stuff. And I explained to them, hey, didn't I just give you my email address? And didn't I say stop making it complicated? Just send me the info to my email address. And they were like,
Right.
you know what? Okay. And they did. Other departments are like, oh, but that's for our security purposes. We can't just send you there because, like, we need a firewall. I'm like,
Wow.
if you guys can't really defend yourselves against sending out an email, then I don't know what the hell to.
Yeah, that's
Do
the
it.
whole
Yeah,
portal thing.
you don't
that
need
they
a-
try to run into.
You don't need a firewall anyway to go out. The firewall
Right.
is only useful
Exactly.
coming in.
Correct.
I mean,
Exactly. Right. So it's just cop-splaining that they do. And then the third victory was they saw that video that I posted of their substation, the East Little Havana substation. And I asked them, so what do you think about that cop? And they said, no, he was control.
Oh, you
going
cut
on
out.
with him.
Sorry, that was my fault. My fault.
No, that's right. Yeah, no, there's an internal investigation.
playing
They
with
said the
buttons
guy was
over
out of
there.
control. They agreed with me. So triple win on that one phone call.
Awesome. Very, very good.
And I have their permission to record that phone call, so I will post that in a follow-up video.
Absolutely. I found for myself, websites are great too. Put it on Facebook too, because Facebook is, you already know YouTube is the biggest, Facebook is number 2. And I'm finding that pictures and videos are hot right now on YouTube. Facebook wants to be YouTube. That's my opinion. They really do.
Yeah, I'm still
put
here.
it on all of them.
I just I don't have
Instagram,
criminal or anything misdemeanors.
use use them all. Use
I don't have a
everything.
Rice Krispie Facebook, or as my wife calls it, Wastebook.
Well, here's an example.
Facebook, I like that.
Here's an example. I found a video that was online. It was a reporter that went to Australia and went into a Muslim no-go zone, and the cops literally stopped her. It was incredible. I put it on Facebook. That sucker is at 2 million reach right now.
Wow.
So there's that other video where that guy was at the car wash getting his car washed, and the cop was just harassing him big time. He had that red car. That
Yeah.
one is right now at I think 140,000 reach, thousands of comments. So I highly recommend also putting on Facebook. It right now on Facebook is hot. I'm doing
not to
doing
get
better than
into
YouTube.
the religion thing, but I support anybody's First Amendment rights. But if you're going to come here and you're going to say, no, you can't come through here in this part of publicly accessible place, no, that's not how it works. You see the Mennonites and the Amish, they let you go and take pictures of them and stuff, like, knock it off.
You know that in Michigan, Dearbornistan, you can't go in there either, correct?
Well, I can. Everywhere I put my feet is
Reddit's
America.
huge,
All right, there
that's
you
why.
go.
Right.
Don't mention the C word, Christian. You will literally get stoned. Literally.
I am.
By the way, here's one that Jeff Gray does want.
Literally.
Jeff Gray wants to push a point that, okay, we're going to touch the I word again, Ian. He wants to push the Ian thing because, as you know, he's gone. He can't do that right now. He does want more people to do fuck the police because, you know, we got case law from the Supreme Court on our side. So he
Right.
has been doing that more. He hasn't been posting the video yet, but he did it on the back of his car. He's doing it on the back of his car because, you know, that one guy was pulled over for I eat ass, and now
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
lawsuit.
Yeah.
So he wants to do an experiment. Put it on your car if your wife won't kill you. And yes, see what happens. Get a car DVR camera going. See how many people take a picture.
That's a pretty good
HBO's
idea, though.
Vice was
Yeah,
just
who said-
in
I
just
think it was
in that guy's city interviewing him. The guy that did the I eat ass. He was just interviewed by HBO's Vice. They just did a huge segment.
Wow.
Nice.
Yep. I saw that. I think I've got that on my channel in like shares for the other users to check out. I've got a lot of videos like that are stuck in like playlists and stuff for people to see.
You need,
Awesome.
you need to get that stuff out. You need to make sure you edit that stuff down for us.
Well,
man.
see, that's the thing is I would do videos like that, but I don't know how to edit them out, stay
What?
within the fair use under YouTube's guidelines.
He is right.
So all right.
YouTube will let you play it. You can't make money. That's what they do to me. Facebook
you
is
won't be
almost
able
a
to
free for all.
Yeah, Facebook is a free for all pretty much, but YouTube is. I don't know how to do it to not have Vice freak out about it because Vice didn't put the common creator video link on it, so they don't want anybody using it at all. So technically, I would have to break it down into, I think, like
that,
10,
Sean Berry.
10
Yeah,
or
I saw that
15-second clips.
No,
I think is what I would have
another-
to break it down to.
Yeah, no,
Hey, while we're talking about-
I think it's
The other-
8 seconds.
Yeah, the other guys know a trick too. All you got to do is slow it down just a little bit, and the computer
Speed it up.
thinks it's a new. That's right. He said it right there. Thank you. Just
One
a
of the two.
little tiny bit, and it changes it, and they might let it stick.
It doesn't fit within their algorithm.
That is correct. The
Hey,
computer
while you were talking
AI.
about- While you were talking about Facebook,
Okay.
what's your opinion on? Do you ever read your sheriff's Facebook page and watch the comments?
Yes.
Of how many people call for blood?
Yes. Yes.
It's crazy.
Yes.
Why don't they get
A
those
lot.
people and charge them
Yeah.
with making threats?
They do. They do.
Okay,
I've
who's-
seen,
Not
I've
like-
seen
not like
reports of
I'm
people
talking
getting
about
caught
the
for that.
top
Page.
fans on the sheriff's page.
I've
Top
seen
fans on
people
the
get
sheriff's
caught
page
for that.
talking about stuff like shoot them when you find them, and you know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah,
Messed up.
that's how here in Polk
Yeah,
County.
they're
they
bad on
read that
Facebook
all
for
day
those.
long.
Yeah.
You said it, Peachy Ryder. There's a sheriff and a judge out where government accountability lives, and they have stock in those jails, those for-profit jails. And you would think it's like a conflict of interest, but they cover it up where it's like indirect investments, and they don't have their name on
Well,
it.
there's an
Everybody
amendment.
can sell
There's either an amendment or a bill or something I saw because I get a lot of the what's going on in the House and the Senate in Tallahassee sent to me for public records and stuff, and they've got something in right now to try and do away with private prisons. That they're gonna stop that because of that very reason.
I hope that's true.
I'll have
But
to.
I highly doubt it, man.
I'll have
It's
to get
like
the.
trying
I'll have
take
to
our
get the
guns
info
away.
on
It's
it.
just not going to happen. It's making them
Well,
way
yeah.
too much money.
Hey, we're
You know,
losing
huge amounts of
But,
money.
but
just
it's
like-
not just
we're gonna
private
talk about-
prisons. You do know that government makes money too with pay, benefits, retirement, jobs.
Yeah.
We are product to Florida. It is disgusting. That is my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
dropping out.
How come
I'm
nobody
losing battery
mentioned how
quick.
bad?
Lee Watch.
All right,
and
see you
G-
later.
All right,
Take
fellas.
care, boys.
Good
Go
work.
out and get us some good content, fellas.
See you soon, Lee Watch.
You know, nobody touched on one of the huge for-profit enterprises that they use, though, and that's a family court system too. That's a
Yeah.
huge
Correct.
for-profit machine. That
How
thing
many
is.
how many thousands of dollars does that CPS person get for snatching up one kid?
Yeah.
Oh my
right.
God, it's ridiculous. They just
$7,000 to
had somebody
$8,000,
in
man.
Pasco County, and the sheriff just arrested one of their employees in Pasco County for that too, for falsifying CPS records to take kids. And she was involved in hundreds of cases, hundreds of them. And in the federal government, when CPS takes a child, the
take a
federal
minute,
government
man.
pays the state for that. They pay them
Think about
for
those
the
kids, man.
foster care. They pay them for everything. It's huge amounts of money, just like child support is. Child support's huge amounts of money. The
Correct.
federal government pays the state of Florida. Last time I checked, I think it was almost $7 on every dollar that they collect from somebody for child support.
So you guys
Crazy.
know that James McLinnis is running for Pinellas County Sheriff up there. He's on top of
I
that
do.
too, dude.
I do. He says, he says a lot of good things. He has my vote, but I want to see it. I want to see him
They are
get rid of
debtors'
all the
prisons,
tyrants
Dr.
out of his
Sean Berry,
ranks.
for sure.
I want to see him
Without
stop all
any
the plot
question.
busts.
I just talked to him today. Yeah, McLinnis. If McLinnis gets a couple backers behind him, just running on freedom, free the weed, stop the police state. I don't know if you've seen his list of stuff. I mean, he could slaughter him. Gutierrez. I don't even know how to say that guy's name. It's like a mafia
Bob
name.
Gutierrez.
Yes, oh my God, he's corrupt. You
He's
just found out.
dead set. He is dead set against body cams, and he says it proudly.
Isn't that
They don't want
weird?
transparency.
Correct.
Yeah,
Tampa just
and
got-
he tries to
Tampa
top
just
spin
started
it into
putting body
thinking it'll
cams in.
compromise him. Oh, people doctor up the footage to make it look bad. It's like you're the ones holding the footage.
It's your footage. What
Correct.
are you talking about?
So what if they made a law that for any arrest or ticket, they have to have audio and video with it? If not, you have no ticket or arrest. What do you think of that?
I love
I
it.
think no, I don't know.
Okay,
Because
news
that would be
now. I put
hard.
that in my
I
stance.
think
It's in
not
mine.
every crime, like actual victim, crimes involving a victim. Yeah, well, that's something you gotta think
That would be
about, man,
hard because you've got
I
a murderer.
treat every situation dynamically. I treat every government employee or police officer or sheriff's deputy differently.
how the
In every
response comes
situation.
from them.
Yeah. So
I might have
you gotta think about-
misunderstood. I thought he was saying traffic stops. When any traffic stop.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
you know that's where it starts. They pull you over for a blinker, and all of a sudden I smell weed and violate the
Right.
rest of your
Yeah.
rights. Correct?
No,
That's what I
you
thought you were
need
saying.
to- wait a minute. You guys need to look this up because I found this and I can't find it again right now. I heard that because hemp has been legalized in the state of Florida now. at
Yeah,
this
they
point,
can't use dogs. Woohoo.
Yup, they can't use dogs anymore. They can't use I smell it anymore. They can't do anything like that anymore. The only thing that they can do is arrest on a admission of guilt, meaning that you
Okay.
have to say that you got it and it's yours and this is what it is for them to charge you with it now at this point.
Okay, so let me talk. I muted Copwatch for a second.
I know I'm hurt.
Okay. So let me tell you what happens with this one. Eyes on the State. That is a fantastic topic to talk about.
Okay.
I called the state's attorney, called two different state's attorneys. The one that covers Lee County, Hendry, whatever her area is, and the one that covers my county, DeSoto, and the ones north of here. And I specifically asked the state's attorneys, I said, what documentation have you sent out to sheriff's offices? Because I read that there was documentation sent out. What documentation that is now public record have you sent out regarding probable cause searches based on the odor of marijuana now that the hemp laws have gone into effect?
Ooh.
Which happened July 1st, by the way. That was July 1st.
Yes.
The state's attorney north, my end of the neck of the woods, had no response. We have no response. The one down here, she said, I have not sent out any documentation directly to any sheriff's departments regarding the new hemp laws. So she was covering.
Okay,
verbiage. You know, they sent something, but they won't say
Here,
what.
I've got a story right here that is in front of me from the Miami New Times.
And it's out
the
of
New Times
and it
has a
says-
great reign.
It says, this past July 1st, Florida legalized hemp, with part of the cannabis plant that isn't psychoactive and can be used to make rope, paper, all sorts of food, and CBD oil. The new law is also leading to less expected consequences. It's changing the way cops conduct drug enforcement. Earlier this week, the Orlando Sentinel reported that multiple sheriff's departments in Central Florida are instructing cops not to detain people for marijuana odor alone anymore because both hemp and regular pot smell the same. Now, the Miami-Dade Police Department, the largest force in Florida, has confirmed to the New Times that cops are being instructed to do the same. So the Sentinel and then this paper right here are both on that thing. Now, when you called the local district attorney's offices here, it didn't come from them. It came from Tallahassee.
No,
And it came right straight
called the
down from
state
what I
attorney.
understand.
I call the state
Yeah, but-
attorneys, which covers 5 or
No,
so
it-
counties.
Yeah, but you needed to call from the Tallahassee state attorney, not the local jurisdiction state
Right.
attorney, because it didn't come from them. It came
Right.
from Tallahassee and then was disseminated out to whoever it went to
State
after
attorney.
that.
But even what you just read doesn't give clear and concise law or policy. It's just like
No.
so.
Now we could okay, so Seminole and Broward County prosecutors are in this. We could pull records from them in those counties and see what they've got to say about this, because there's got to be something in here. And
Right.
there's got to be a story from the Orlando Sentinel, who they pulled the records from too. I mean, they had to have gotten their hands on it, or they wouldn't have done a story on it.
What's up, baby?
Shit. Hold on a second. I don't know what happened to my comments. Froze on me or something.
It's on Joe Cool right now, saying
Freaking
"Rice
Joe
Krispies,
Cool
baby."
joined the show, and I didn't even say hi.
Hey, Sheriff County, this is Sheriff County Copwatch. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.